Hello, welcome to a PonderCast episode. This is special edition coming about the Make-A-Thon happening at Riley High School on
December 7th.
Saturday, December 7th.
And so I'll just introduce myself and they can introduce them. So I'm Seth Ponder. I'm a teacher here at Riley High School.
Kristen Howbold, I also teach here at Riley High School.
I'm a senior at Riley High School. I'm Caleb Greenwood.
And then another person from our team, Matt Williams, isn't here right this second, but he'll be there at the Make-A-Thon. So what is the Make-A-Thon? Why are we talking about it? Why do we want people to show up?
So the Make-A-Thon is an all-day event where you can come and hang out with some cool people, learn some cool things, make projects. If you have a great idea and you're like, I need some help making this happen, come, make your idea. Or if you're like, I just want to play with some cool things, I don't have any ideas, but I think this sounds fun, come, get on a team with people, build some cool things. It's just going to be a day of making and building and learning together.
I think it's like, this is kind of what Riley students want to do anyways, like especially the engineering students. We want to make stuff all the time in class, and then this is a full day for you to just basically breeze through senior year project and make a full EDD project in one day.
Yeah. And so
without all the classwork for it. So if you like EDD but hate the classwork, this is your day for it.
And not just engineering students.
Computer science
students. Come, computer science students.
Any student at all.
Any student.
Because everyone likes making something.
At any school can come. We just happen to be hosting it at Riley because that's where we are.
Right. You do have to be at least 13 years old.
At least 13, and the cost
It
is
is $5. But that includes a Chick-fil-A lunch, so you're getting Chick-fil-A, which for $5 which is cheaper than going to get a number one meal anyway. So.
And I'm sure we'll have some snacks and things
Yeah, we'll
there.
have drinks and
snacks and all that good stuff. So good times, good food, good people. Why wouldn't you want to come?
Yeah.
Right? We kind of took this idea from a hackathon, but we didn't want to call it a hackathon just because sometimes there's negative feelings around that. And so we're calling it a Make-A-Thon. So what can people expect to make?
kind of like winter themed project is kind of what the theme of this Make-A-Thon is, being that it's in December. So like one of the ideas is just how about you make a little something that auto dispenses salt onto your porch when it gets cold outside, or it detects like your porch is really, really cold.
It could be something just fun and silly, like I want to make an ugly sweater that lights up when I dance.
Or like a little Christmas soundboard that has holiday sounds on it.
Those kinds of technologies, do you need to know some coding? Do you need to know some building things, or can you learn it right then and there?
Well, it's obviously like, if you want to come in knowing it, you're at a head start, but we'll also have about 3 hours dedicated to teaching you microbits, Arduinos, and then another hour for more advanced Arduino work. So like if you don't know anything, you can come and learn something, and then you can spend the rest of your day, like after lunch, just working with the team to build something.
Yeah, and this make something is like so broad. Like you've brought up Arduinos, you've brought up microbits, which are these cool little things right here. And then even like I'd be happy to share how to make a podcast. I'd be happy to. We've got some VR camera or some GoPro 360 cameras that then you can do some VR stuff with. So there's all kinds of stuff.
It could be making a game. Like it could just be like
Making a
getting on
holiday
scratch
game.
and programming something.
Yeah.
Yeah, a game, a website.
Yeah.
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 The options are endless.
Right on. Who is this for? We kind of mentioned 13 and plus. Boys and girls?
Everyone.
Absolutely, boys and girls. Girls are more than welcome. We want this to be inclusive, a place where anybody can show up and be like, I belong here.
Right on. And then any school, right?
Any school.
All right.
Even Adams.
Even Adams.
I've talked to some Adams kids. I've talked to some Trinity kids. So, and of course Riley. We're promoting it here at Riley. So it's all over social media. What's the schedule look like?
The event is from 9 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you can show up, maybe show up a little early, get registered. We're going to start out doing some kind of meet and greet, get to know the people around you, and then we're going to split off. Some people will be, if you come in and you don't know anything and you're just like, I want to learn, we're going to have workshops for you. And so at that, after we do some introductions and kind of kick things off, we'll split. and then some people will go into workshops. Some people will then make teams around ideas that they want to build, and then you just get building. So we'll spend most of the day learning, working, building. There'll be lunch available kind of midday, and then at the end of the day around 2 o'clock, everybody will come back together and we'll have a panel of judges. We'll do some super fast presentations. Here's what I did, here's what I made, here's why it's cool. And then the judges will judge, we'll award some prizes, and we will call it a day.
So what kind of prizes are you talking about?
Talking
Well,
about
cash money.
Yes.
On gift cards.
Yeah.
not actual cash.
Right on. And you brought up registering, and so we'll put the link below in all of the descriptions, but it is on Eventbrite and our website.
Which is bit.ly/Riley Make-A-Thon.
Okay, perfect.
We'll put that below. Also, the reason we have this whole event happening, the reason we're going to have prizes and lunch for you is because we have some really great companies that have signed on to sponsor us. We have N-Focus. It's generously sponsored our prizes. The city of South Bend is sponsoring. Invanti is sponsoring us. They'll be here as judges.
South Bend Code School.
South Bend Code School will be here. Analytics as well. We'll be sending some folks, and they have generously sponsored us as well.
Yeah, and if any of those employees want to show up and be part of this and not just a judge, or don't want to be a judge at all and want to play and build with all of us, please sign up. And we've got a top 10 reasons why you should show up. So we'll pass this around. So I'm going to start with number 10. You get to hang out with us. There's number 10.
Number 9, you get to play with cool things. Like here at Riley, we have a lot of cool tools. They're really toys, but come play with us.
Number 8 is you get to hang out with the best principal in South Bend, with Mr. Henderson. So come get a pic with him.
And he'll definitely do the #Proud Principal. Number 7, great local companies that will be here and network with you, and you can exchange names, phone numbers, business cards, and maybe even get some recognition in the future.
You may or may not know this, but there's a whole section of South Bend, a whole side of South Bend that is super techy and super into this digital innovation and using technology to make South Bend a better place. This event is part of that. So you can come and become part of the techie side of South Bend.
Reason number 5 is where else are you going to be on December 7th on a Saturday when it's probably snowing, really cold, Howard Park's closed, so you're not going ice skating. So just $5 for Chick-fil-A on a Saturday. I mean, you already might want to be doing that anyway, so come hang out in a warm building, do some cool things, meet some cool people.
I have heard there is an SAT that day. So I guess if you're signed up for that, you should probably go to that. But this would be the other great
second choice to
place
SAT.
Yes. Number 4, we're going to feed you. There's going to be food, and especially Chick-fil-A. I mean, that's what every high school kid wants, is Chick-fil-A.
That's what I want, Chick-fil-A. 3, you can meet cool people, not just us. Guaranteed the 3 of us are cool people, and you will get to meet us. But there will be lots of other cool people there. You may or may not know. It'll be a great place to network, to get to know people.
Reason number 2 is to learn cool stuff. I mean, you're learning Arduinos, learning how to use microbits. I mean, also just learning how to meet new people is also a skill some people don't have. So, I mean, coming here to learn how to talk to people, how to present projects, and also just meeting the people as well is also this is one of the biggest things to do. Probably the most important part is the meeting of new people.
And number 1, we've got some winnings. Yes. There's going to be some prizes in the end, and thanks to our sponsors.
Yes.
So, they need to find one of the links below, sign up. We are advertising on the Riley Facebook page. We're advertising on Twitter. We also have an Instagram, Riley High PLTW. So follow those, sign up. Anything else?
And we'll see you December 7th.
That's right.
Bright and early at 9 o'clock.